Hi, I'm Miguel again from Purpose in Action. I wanted to give you a tip for the day to help your thinking. Now, have you heard the phrase out-of-the-box thinking? I think we've heard it before. We know that people use the phrase, but I'd like to give you a real example of out-of-the-box thinking. See, we as individuals and as business people sometimes get caught up in our thinking. Our beliefs came from somewhere. They came from school, they came from our parents, they came from our churches, they came from our pastors. But who really is on our team to help us with out-of-the-box thinking? Very few people. So I'd like to give you an example. I was on a project and we were working with one of our largest floating cities, known as an aircraft carrier. And this particular aircraft carrier was coming into port and needed some servicing. So I sent a number of technicians that were on our staff there, and I received a ship-to-shore communication from him, and he said, we need a part, and we don't have this part, and they need this part. So I said, really? So where's the part? And they indicated it was in upstate New York. So I spoke to the ship's captain and I suggested to the captain that we had this limitation. See, I was operating inside the box. And this limitation was that this part was almost 3,000 miles away and there was no way that we could repair the damaged device quickly and efficiently. So the captain said to me, he said, so you can get to the production line to get that part? I said, absolutely. And he said, well, I've got the resources. And I said, well, what do you mean? And he said, well, I'll scramble an F-14 jet, I've got a pilot, and I can be there, round trip, in 4 hours. 4 hours. Well, I got to tell you this. That was a lesson to me in out-of-the-box thinking, because I was sitting there struggling with the notion of how am I going to help this problem move along and solve this big client's issue. Didn't have the answer. The client provided me the answer. So here's the lesson for me. Number one, seek as many advisors as you can to help you think through the problem. Number two, do not impose self-imposed limitations, because I had no idea how was I going to fix the problem, which was 4 hours away and 3,000 miles away, except for the client being of assistance. So please use that as a lesson, because I think it's fantastic and it is your out-of-the-box thinking. Remember, struggle is optional, but success is a choice.